Hi everyone, welcome to our official YouTube channel. I'm Reyhan Baysan and today we're visiting Turkey Homes Istanbul offices. Today's guest is Mr. Tolga Ertuğal, Director of Turkey Homes. Hi Tolga, welcome and it's great to have you here finally.
Thank you Reyhan. Yes, finally nice to meet you as well.
So actually, due to the pandemic, you couldn't come to Turkey. It's been a very long time. Now you're finally here. How is your journey going?
It's going quite well actually, thank you for asking. I have first arrived to the coastal offices of Turkey about a month ago. I stayed in Fethiye, Bodrum, Antalya, and after spending a month visiting our various offices, so the last pit stop is Istanbul before I go back, so glad to be here.
So today I'll be asking you a few questions, especially on the Istanbul property market. So why don't you tell us a little bit more?
Sure, with pleasure. I mean, we have been marketing properties in Turkey for a number of years. We have offices in various cities of Turkey, of course, Istanbul, Bodrum, Fethiye, Antalya, and we have audience from all different parts of the world, whether it's a lifestyle or investment purposes, and we'll be happy to assist all clients asking any questions or any investment from our offices here.
So let's get right into the questions. How do you see the evolvement of the Istanbul property market over the years and how is it now? What would you say for global investors?
Well, I mean, Istanbul property market has always been vibrant for the past decade and is no different to other big, large metropolitan cities like New York, London, Paris. It is a huge city. We're talking about 20 million population, and a lot of people, they do forget Istanbul is the only city in the world that sits on two continents, Asia and Europe. So the majority of our investors, they like to be in these three parts of Istanbul. So we have the Asian side, we have the European side, and where the famous Taksim Square and all the famous universities are, and then of course further out of Istanbul prime location areas. So that makes the options and choices extremely wide.
Indeed, Istanbul is a magnificent city and it attracts a lot of foreign investment. Which parts of Istanbul are mostly popular?
Sure. I mean, majority of our customers from all different parts of the world, and in everyone's mind, you know, when people talk about Istanbul, and if they want to invest on a property, whether it's an apartment or a detached villa, which are many in Istanbul, the very first question we hear from clients is how far the property is from Taksim Square. So that's the number one question. So therefore, if you were to keep Taksim Square is the center of Istanbul, we can be able to steer our way, whether the Asian side or whether the further out of European side. I mean, these days we are getting investors investing in both sides of the continent. Asian side is becoming more and more popular. European side is always been the more established and popular areas, but as this city is expanding, and let's not forget, 20 million population is constantly need housing, and hence the need for good quality housing is a must in Istanbul.
So when somebody buys a property here, it doesn't only mean investment, because thanks to Turkish Citizenship via investment scheme, they get to become Turkish citizens. So could you please elaborate on this?
Sure, of course. I mean, first and most, what we would like to inform our audience is Turkey Homes is a UK registered company. We are also a member of Turkish and British Chambers of Commerce, and which we are always in direct conjunction with all the government's investment scheme for foreign investors worldwide. Now, the Turkish Citizenship Investment Scheme has started in September 2018, and the rule is anyone who invests on a real estate in Istanbul with a minimum value of $250,000, they are entitled to apply for Turkish citizenship under investment scheme. The scheme simply works by purchasing a property, registering the property into individual's name, and then it will enable to buyer and his and her partner and the children up to the age of 18 all automatically qualify for Turkish citizenship. So it's really as straightforward as that.
I hear there's a speculation going on about the $250,000 threshold for Turkish citizenship to be raised. And is that true? What's your take on this?
The Turkish market's a very competitive market. I mean, just like turkeyhomes.com, there are various companies promoting Turkish real estate. Various companies are promoting Turkish citizen via investment scheme. And of course, all in the name of marketing. We do hear, and some competitors are using this simply as a marketing scheme to inform clients that the actual scheme will increase in value. So please invest now in order to capture the audience interest. But on the contrary, there is no such information that I can reveal. The actual threshold still on 250,000 minimum value. We don't foresee any changes in the near future. So just in case for our watching audience wondering. Yeah.
Let's get to who the target audience are. Who are the perfect buyers?
Sure. I mean, since the Turkish Citizenship via investment scheme has started in September 2018, majority of the investors, they have been applying and of course dealing with our company. We get audience from Asian markets, we get the audience from the neighboring Gulf states, we get investors from US, Canada, and even in Europe actually. So because Turkish government entitles double citizenship, duplicate citizenship, so there is no restrictions for this concern. Hence, it does make the life a lot easier for investors wishes to benefit from the Turkish Citizenship via investment scheme.
Who are the popular investors for this program?
Sure. Well, since the program has started and we have been getting a lot of interest from countries such as Pakistan, Bangladesh, neighboring countries such as Iran, Iraq, as well as Egypt, some of the other North African countries like Lebanon, Tunisia, Algeria, and all the neighboring countries' citizens, which they can all benefit from a Turkish citizenship. And also it gives the investors an extra incentive to benefit using some of the Turkey's and Istanbul's international education system, where some of the universities in Istanbul are very well advanced, and they do have some great marks comparing to most universities around the world. So that's indeed added benefit for the investors. So
a very important question is coming up.
Sure, go ahead.
How does the process work for this program, and also where does Turkey Homes stand in this whole process?
Sure. Well, the process simply works to start with choosing and selecting the right property, and that property for the Turkish citizenship qualification has to reach the minimum threshold of 250,000 US dollar. So once the purchase is complete, which will normally take 2 to 3 weeks time, subject to required funds being paid, and then the next stage will be to lawyer introduction by our company. We have a various recommended lawyers. These are all Turkish citizenship via investment scheme approved lawyers by the local government officials, and they will provide the complete legal services. Actual process will normally take 3 to 4 months. It may take further month or 6 weeks due to, of course, number of paperworks being waited within the governmental offices due to, of course, pandemic situation. But we will probably say no more than 4.5 months. The entire application process could be completed.
So you as a company providing all assistance for this program?
Indeed, we will be providing A to Z, all require assistance to all our customers, providing them not just the real estate advice, but we also like to make sure that those customers, they choose to do business with turkeyhomes.com. We can always be in touch with them and to make sure they will always come back and perhaps happy with their experience. They refer friends, family, and we like to think it as a traditional establishment, and of course the 100% client satisfaction.
Thank you, Tolga. Thank you so much for joining us today. It was great having you here. I'm sure our audience will like it a lot.
Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed this brief interview with Mr. Tolga Ertuğal, and if you want to find more information on Turkish Citizenship via Investment Program, please contact us by the numbers on the screen. Have a good day. Thank you for watching.